Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm ALON SELA and today we're going to continue and build our Scholes calculator app using Thinkinter. The last part was about how we can construct the place for the parameters of the Scholes equation, and now we are going to add calculating button and a place to see the result. So basically what we have so far is this is where we stopped, and now our aim is to add a button that says calculate. So let's make a little bit of room, and we're going to say that our calculate button will be in Thinkinter we're calling it button for obvious reasons. The button will be in the root app, and the text will be, let's say, calculate, and it will have a yellow color, and let's give it an orange background, so orange. The font will be 25. Let's run it to see what happened, and you should know already that nothing is going to happen because we didn't told Thinkinter where to put it. We must give it a grid. So calculate button dot grid, and now let's put it. Let's see. We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. So we want to put it at the 7th row at the 0 first column. So we want to put it at row number 6 at column number 1. Let's see. Okay, so it is at the 6th row when the row starts from 0, and we place it at the first column when the column starts from 0, so 0, 1. This is our calculate button. I can press it, nothing happens of course, and let's see, let's change of course I can change the text to let's say Cal, and you can see it says Cal. Let's give it nicer colors. So I'll give it okay, let's see yellow, and I don't know, purple. I don't know why purple. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's change it back to calculate. Okay, so far we got to this part when we have both the place for the parameters and we built the calculate button. As for now it does nothing, but we're going to change it a little bit later. We're going to edit a little bit of code that will tell it what to do. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to add this this frame, and to do so we need to put a new frame inside the Tkinter app. So we're going to do it by call a new frame, and we are going to do it by we're going to say that let's call it frame 1, and it's going to be in Tkinter we call it a label frame, and it will be we're going to put it inside the main app, the root. Let's just hit the play button, and of course nothing is going to happen because we must tell Tkinter where to put it. So we must use the grid system. So frame 1 dot grid, and if we want to Tkinter where to put it, it just put it wherever he wants. And another thing is that if the frame is empty, then basically won't show us anything, if I remember correctly. So let's also so for now we have this this frame, but we can't see it yet. We need to put something inside, so let's put inside this call. So to do so, let's say that the call will be a label. Where we want to put this label, we want to put it inside. We want to put this call inside our new frame. So, and the new frame is inside the Tkinter app. So we need to put the call label, this new call label, we need to put it inside this frame. So this is this frame is our frame 1. So it will be inside the frame 1, and now we can give it text. Let's say that the text is call, and we again must tell it where to put this this call inside the new frame. So we must tell it using the grid. So let's say that the grid will be row 0 and column also 0. And now when we hit the play button, we can see something like this. So let's make it a little bit better. First of all, let's make also a put. Let's make a put label, so it will be a label, and we're going to put it inside frame 1. The text will be put, and let's see, to show it we must use the grid location, and let's say that it will be row 0 but column 3. Now let's see what happens. Of course I need to make it a capital L, and now let's see. Okay, let's see it again. Okay, so basically now it looks like this. Let's bring the entire frame 1, a little bit to the center. So we'll do it by say that the row will be 7 and the column will be 1. Okay, it pushes it a little bit to the right, and now we want to make a little bit of space between the calculate and this frame. So we'll do it by say that we want the root, the label we want, let's say that we want to do a pad x equal to 5. Let's see. Okay, let's make pad y equal also to 5. I don't know if we can see it just quite yet, so let's play with it a little bit more. Let's say that the call will have a width of 5. Let's say that the font will be Arial 15, and let's put underline, and let's give it a FG of white. And let's see now. Of course. Okay, let's see it now. Okay, I just forgot the equal sign. Let's see now. Okay, so this is looking much worse actually, so let's fix it a little bit more. Let's just make it like this. Let's make it nicer. Okay, so we can see what we are doing. Maybe like so, it will be easier. And let's add just one more thing. Let's add the BG color to be purple. Okay. Okay, so now we can see the difference, and now let's do the same thing for the put. So the put, so for the put we have place it in frame 1. This text will be put, and the width will be 5, and the font will be also Arial 15, and let's put underline, and let's give it a FG of white and BG of purple. And now let's see what happens. Okay, this starts to look much nicer. Okay, now the thing that annoys me a little bit is that they are too close. We want to gap between them a little bit. So in order to do so, let's go back to the calculate button and let's go to the grid, and inside the grid, let's say pad y, just for the sake of it, let's say 60 to see what happens. And now you can see it creates a gap both up and down of 60. I think it's 60 points. So we don't need that much of a gap, so let's make it just 6. And now let's see what happens. Okay, now it's a little bit cleaner and nicer. Okay, now the next thing that we are going to do will be, let's see, let's go to the calculator itself. Now we're going to build this frame and this frame. So let's see how we can build first this frame. So this frame is another frame, and it is inside this frame, which we called it frame 1. So this frame will be frame, let's say number 2, or the call frame, and the call frame will be inside frame number 1. So let's see how we can do it. So let's see, we can now build the call frame. So let's call it call frame, and it will be again a label frame, and the place will be inside frame number 1. So frame 1, we'll give it a width of 120. We need to give it a height also, so height of 200, and back color of black. And of course nothing will happen when I hit the play button, because I must put it inside the grid. So call frame dot grid, and let's say row number 1 and column 0. Let's see. Okay, so you can see this is our call frame. Let's see if we play with it a little bit. Let's say only 100 the height. What happens? You can see it made it a little bit shorter. Let's say 420. Let's see, it made it made it much wider. So this is let's change it back. Okay, we're going to do exactly the same thing for the put. So we'll have a put frame, it will be a label frame, it will be inside frame 1 with the same width 120, and it will have a height of 200, back color, let's say for the test, let's say yellow, and we need to pack it inside the grid. So put frame dot grid, and now we want to place it in the first row, so row 1, but we want to put it in, let's see, we want to put it at column, I think, let's see if this is column 0. Let's see what happened if we put it in column number 1. Let's see, let's check. Okay, so you see it put it here, and because the put is in column 2, which is 0, 1, 2, we need to put the put frame at column number 2, which is actually 0, 1, 2. So let's do it. Let's change it to column number 2, and now let's see. Okay, so I just verified it again, and it looks like that when I put it in column 2, it put it like this, but when I check to put it in column 3, then it looks alright. So basically, you need to play a little bit with the grid. I think I missed something here. So actually, I made it column 0, 1, 2, and 3. I think maybe I missed something in the grid displacement, but you get the idea. So basically now we have this nice layout, and of course we can change back the colors to fit our needs. So let's change the colors. So for the call frame, for the put frame, let's say black, and let's see it now. Okay, now it looks much nicer. Actually, I like this white rectangle, so I'll just keep it. And basically now what we have is we made this part, we made this part, we made this part. Now we need to add these labels, so let's put them in. So let's get back to the place we stopped. Now we want to put inside a price label, so let's call it price, and it will be a label, and the label will be, let's see where we need to put it. So the label price is inside this frame, which we called it frame 1. So all of these labels need to be inside frame number 1. So this label should be in frame number 1. The text will be price, and let's make a font of 25, and FG will be white, and white, and the back color will be purple. I don't know why. And of course nothing will happen unless I'll tell it to put it on the grid. So grid, and row number 1, and column number 2, and now let's see. And okay, this is what we get. Now we need to basically give it some more more labels. So in the same method, I'm going to put delta. Okay, this is the delta. Let's see. So if I'll put the delta. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's see, purple. And now let's see what happens. Okay, so I need to close this, I need to close this, and now let's see what happens. Okay, so it put price, it put delta. Let's put inside also gamma, with BG purple. Let's see now what happens. Okay, and we'll continue doing so for the vega, theta, and rho. So this is my vega in frame 1. The color will be purple. The color here will be purple, and it will be in frame number 1, and in frame number 1 also, and the color will be also purple. And now let's see what happens. Okay, I have a mistake. Let's see where is the mistake. Purple. Okay, let's close all the other ones, and let's see now how it looks. Okay, so basically we need to push it a little bit up. So let's see. Okay, so basically we need to fix this layout. So to do so, we're going to make some adjustments. So in the frame 1, meaning in this white frame, we're going to say that we want it to spread or to span over 6 rows. So it means that we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. So we're going to say in the frame grid we wanted to span, we say row span equals 6, and we'll also put inside the call frame itself, meaning this black frame, the call frame, we want it also to be 6 rows, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and same for the put. So let's go to the call.grid and put row span equals 6, and also let's put in the put grid row span equal 6, and I think this should do it. And of course I did it for the label and not for the frame itself, so I need to fix it. So I need to put it in the call frame. Basically what I did is to put it here at the call label and the put label instead of the frames. So let's put it in the right place now, the call frame inside the grid. So row span equals 6, and row span equals 6, and I hope that now it will be okay. Okay, now it's okay, you can see it. Of course you can change the back color and play with it a little bit, but we are getting one step closer in our aim to build this calculator. Let's see what we need to do next. So basically we built this entire layout. Let's put of course this nice mark. So let's see how we can add this nice name or whatever you want to write. So we can do it simply by telling the tickinter, let's say marking or mark, let's call it marking, and it will be just label. It will be inside the root, because it should be inside the main app, so it should be inside the root. So let's put it inside the root, and we want the text to be made by, I'll put my name, you can put yours, made by ALON SELA, and let's give it FG of white, and let's give it BG of, I don't know, orange. And we can also give it a font. Let's give it a font of Georgia, size 15, and we want to make a little bit of room above and below, so pad y will be equal to 12. Let's see. GEORGIA, this should work now. Let's see, what did I just miss? Of course, the equal sign. Okay, let's just see one more time what we are missing here. And of course, what you are missing here, of course, sometimes I forget also, marking dot grid, where to put it in the 9th row and at the first column, which is actually the second column. Column 1. And now let's see. Okay, so this is not what I meant. Row 9. Let's see. Row 10. No. So let's see. We have like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's put it, let's say 14. Okay, it looks much nicer, and let's get rid of the green background. So let's say instead of orange, let's say black, and I think that this is going to give us the result we wanted. And last thing, let's just cut a little bit of this space here. So let's get back, and instead of 8, let's put 6, and now we get this nice layout, which will bring us to the last part of getting values for the price, delta, gamma, vega, theta, and rho for the call and put options after pressing the calculate button. So this is the last piece of the puzzle that we are going to go through, and we're going to do it in the next lesson. Bye bye.